Hello, my name is Everardo Keeme and I'm here to introduce you to Valeri Marsh. So Valeri Marsh is with MistAmerica, the outdoor comfort company. And although MistAmerica has been in business for over 25 years, the story of how it became the Rolls-Royce of the misting industry goes back even further than that. To really get to know this company, we need to not only know Val, but her husband, who is the visionary behind MistAmerica. Jonathan Marsh had 3 goals in life. 1, to try to serve God. 2, to build a unique and lasting business. And 3, to marry Val. As an entrepreneur since 7th grade, Jonathan always figured he would be the first amongst his friends to be a millionaire. But when he came to faith in college, his life's mission became changed. And he began to live out his own version of giver's gain. 1 goal down, 2 to go. Then one hot summer evening in 1986, he sat under Arizona's first misting system. It was love at first sight, the coolest thing he'd ever seen, and he knew at that moment exactly what business he would build. 2 goals down, 1 to go. But Jonathan's 3rd goal of marrying Val wasn't so easy, because she shared neither his mission statement nor his misting vision, and she definitely did not share his desire to be married. Poor Jonathan suffered through 10 long years of patiently and sometimes impatiently praying and waiting for Val to wake up and smell the coffee and catch the vision. And now, to tell you the rest of the story, I'm proud to introduce you to Valeri Marsh.
So I too had 3 simple goals for my life. My first goal was to not marry somebody shorter than I was, and I'm happy to announce that I failed at that goal. However, I will state for the record that Jonathan Marsh is the biggest man I've ever known. My second goal in life was to not bring children into the world. So how did I do at that goal? Well, allow me to introduce you to my 4 children, our 4 children, Ariana, Joshua, Aaliyah, and Caleb. As you can see from the photo, they all developed an amazing sense of fashion from a very early age, no doubt due to the fact that we actually homeschooled all 4 of them. But in spite of that, they all turned out to be great people, and in fact, Ariana got married 5 years ago, and now I have a new son to love on, but I'm not allowed to dress him. So my 3rd goal in life was to not follow in the footsteps of the rest of my family by becoming a teacher. So did I at least achieve one of my life goals? Well, here's a photo of me earlier this year. I obviously failed this goal, and in a really big way, because that's about my 36th year as a teacher. However, it's a happy fail because during those years, I was able to run a publishing company, write several textbooks that are still being used worldwide, train thousands of teachers across the country, win some really nice awards, and now in the off season, I run a little side business where I get to teach Spanish to adults who think they can't learn Spanish. However, this year, I've joined forces with my husband to work full-time at MistAmerica and become the misting ambassador at BNI. And I have a new goal. My goal is to do one-to-one meetings with everybody in the chapter before the end of the year. So to entice you to help me achieve this lofty goal, I would like to offer a few things. For those of you who are nature lovers, we can do a one-to-one at my house where you can pop into our mini orchard and pick yourself an organic peach, or maybe sample a fresh mulberry for the first time, sample some of our several varieties of grapes. And if that kind of thing doesn't excite you, for those of you who are early birds, I would love to set up a 4-way, one-to-one kayaking down the Salt River sometime during the summer. I own 4 kayaks, but you need to be able to get up early. So for those of you who are just normal people, we could just meet under the mist at Starbucks. Or maybe cold beer and cheeseburgers. Maybe Pita Jungle, the Brat House, Blue Martini, Portillo's, or any of the other dozens of restaurants whose patios we've been able to cool. And for those of you who don't like to eat or drink or get up early, you can come to our outdoor showroom in Scottsdale where you can just sit under the mist and chill out. So what is this misting thing anyway, and how does it work? The technology is adapted from the same phenomenon that happens when you approach a waterfall and the air becomes cold well before you feel any moisture. One of the reasons MistAmerica is the #1 misting company in the world with multiple awards is our patented ruby orifice nozzle. Our high-pressure pumps force water through the tiny opening in the nozzle to create droplets that are so fine that they flash evaporate, dissipating the heat upward and leaving behind a blanket of cold air that falls down, cooling you without getting you wet. Our patented nozzle, combined with our new Mist 360 misting fans that hang like a ceiling fan, create the only system in the world that can actually keep you cool without getting you wet, even in humid weather. Our unique ability to keep customers cool and dry, even in humid climates, is one of the reasons that my visionary husband asked me about 5 years ago if I would be willing to pack up the kids and the school books and move somewhere where it was humid to open up an office there. So off we went for a year to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, where they absolutely loved our products. We were able to also cool several large amusement parks, Bollywood, Motion Gate Dubai, Dubai Safari Parks, Legoland. This job in particular was quite a challenge. My oldest son, helped install it during Ramadan, where you are working out in the heat and not allowed to eat or even take a sip of water from sunrise to sundown. That was brutal. However, he survived and we all managed to have an amazing time and take in some new and unusual sights, purchase some new and unusual wardrobes, definitely ate some new and unusual foods, and half the time we learned to just not ask what it was we were eating, but enjoy it. We also made some new friends who took us camping in some very unusual places. But back to misting. Although there's nobody on the planet with the level of experience and expertise that Jonathan Marsh has when it comes to traditional line mist, he always had a dream to develop a product that worked even better, directing all that cool air exactly where it needed to go. Not only did he develop our new line of Mist 360 fans, but he also patented a smaller version called the Mist 360 Mini Cool, exclusively for the average homeowner on a budget, so that now homeowners can also have resort quality mist in their own backyard. The Mist 360 Breeze is our most popular commercial unit. This is probably what we'll sit under if we do a 1-to-1 at Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers. This fan can dissipate up to the equivalent of 6 tons of air conditioning at pennies per hour. But MistAmerica is so much more than just misting systems. Not only do we keep you cool in summer, we can also keep you warm in winter with our radiant heaters that can actually be integrated into our beautiful high wind rated umbrellas. Light, heat, shade, and mist all in one beautiful structure. We can also hang our ceiling fans from our aluminum shade structures. There are so many benefits to mist, but in my opinion, the best one for the homeowner is the ability to enjoy your own home, indoors and outdoors, year-round, and feel like you're in a resort every time you walk out your back door. So many benefits commercially as well. At MistAmerica, we are in the business of keeping businesses in business. We've had many restaurants that have been unable to use their outdoor patio in the hot summer months until MistAmerica was able to come and cool those patios with mist and shade, allowing those restaurants to keep those doors open for that added seating, extending the season, increasing revenue, and saving on cooling costs. For example, the Sandbar restaurant in Gilbert, Arizona is 75%, I'd say, basically an outdoor covered patio. And you know what? They cool this whole area exclusively with misting and fans at pennies per hour. Can you imagine their savings on their air conditioning bills? There are also health benefits with mist. For example, on a hot summer day in June of 1994, the movie Forrest Gump was premiering at Harkins Theaters. There was an elderly gentleman waiting in line to buy tickets who got sunstroke and passed out. Jonathan got an urgent call from Dan Harkins, and we went down there and solved the problem by installing mist lines above the queue lines, and we have gotten no more SOS calls since 1994. Now, because there are so many cheap misting products out there, you might run into some common objections. For example, mist gets me wet. Not with MistAmerica's anti-drip feature, plus our superfine mist flash evaporates every time. Mist turns everything white. At MistAmerica, we manufacture our own reverse osmosis systems custom to your misting system to eliminate all the calcium in the water and eliminate any risk of that dangerous and damaging white dust. It's too expensive? No longer with our affordable do-it-yourself kits, not only for the Mini Cool, but for our new Wave as well. A good referral for us is architects and landscapers, general contractors, custom home builders, people in the hospitality industry, homeowners, and people in the home services who can get inside the home to see if there's a patio that could benefit from misting. For example, a technician, an electrician, an exterminator, a cleaner, or maybe somebody in the lending industry who knows that a new home is going to be built. A good referral is basically any outdoor space where people gather. We like medium to large restaurant patios, medium to large home patios, bars, playgrounds, malls, hotels, but we especially love to work with new construction. So we can work with the GC as the structure is being built so we can integrate, hide, or color match any line for a beautiful aesthetic. MistAmerica has installed over 15,000 systems, both residentially and commercially. You will see them around town and all across the country. This was taken just a few days ago at True Foods in Texas. There was 87 degrees heat, 57% humidity, and an incredible 67-degree dew point. But as you can see from the photo, these customers are happy, cool, and dry, even in those conditions. You'll also see a lot of our products in Las Vegas because we have an office there, as well as Scottsdale and Dubai. Our systems are also in several countries now, everywhere from Mexico to Europe to the Middle East. So as you're traveling the world, whether you are dining down the street from the White House or whether you're out there slaying dragons in the mist, we hope you'll enjoy our misting systems, pass along our brochures, and keep your eyes and ears open for new places where we can make life cool, because that's what we love to do at MistAmerica, the outdoor comfort company.